I want this chance to show you that your garden karate is so much nonsense. And that's quite easy to do. I know Kung Fu.
Show me. So, Justice, I need you to help me understand now. Help me understand the strange voodoo magic or love potion or whatever the fuck type of drug Scott Coker has that enables him to continue to get Bellator on different networks. Help me understand.
I mean, obviously with Showtime, he's dating or married to the wife of the CEO or something. I mean, the daughter of the CEO or something. It's got to be. Like, it doesn't make sense.
That man is a demon sorcerer. I need to know what his secret is.
Wait, he's on Showtime now?
Yes, Bellator's on Showtime now. With no big name, no big fights. I mean...
It's still going to be on Paramount?
No. I don't even know what happens to CBS, to be honest.
Nobody does. Now we're on Showtime. How? Bellator MMA is the TNA Impact of MMA. I need to know what in the fuck type of dirt he has on those people. And don't get me wrong, I was a very dedicated Bellator fan for the longest. When they were doing the tournament formats back on MTV2, I was with it. When they moved from MTV2 to Spike TV, I was with it. I loved it. Hell, I even remember when Bellator would come on after TNA Wrestling, and I still dug it.
That's a long time ago.
Right? And I still dug it. I even hung in there and streamed their shit when they, got on DAZN or DAZN, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I still hung in there. I mean, by that time, the product had taken a steep fucking nosedive. But I was in there. I was with it. But I was convinced the writing was on the wall for this company. I was convinced that, with all their big names leaving or injured or inactive, that Bellator was going to be done. And then when I found out that they weren't even putting on events in 2021 until April, I was like, shit, clearly that's the nail in the coffin. Only to find out that now they're going to have a light heavyweight Grand Prix on Showtime, no less. Even still, for them to start some shit in April and then have it done by fucking October, that's still very impressive for Bellator. Didn't they have like a middleweight Grand Prix and that shit took like almost a fucking year?
But that featherweight Grand Prix been going on for 2 years almost?
Yeah, exactly. To the point where I actually forgot all about the fucking featherweight Grand Prix.
Right.
Last time I watched any of their Grand Prix was like back when Fedor and who else was fighting on it for their heavyweight one? Frank Mir.
Oh man, you're taking it back.
Yeah, that's the last time I really sat down and watched Bellator.
What's up, UTBABYA?
What up?
Chilling. I just need to know what type of dirty secret Scott Coker has to be able to get them on fucking Showtime. With like you said, with no big names.
I mean, unless there's gonna be some major marketing.
Maybe Coker has like videos of executives' wives doing things that they shouldn't be doing.
He has to.
That's always that's always in play. I think
he walked up to the president of Showtime and was like, "Hey, what's going on? Funny story. When you invited me over for the barbecue, you left your laptop open." Yeah, we have another Jared from Subway situation going on. That's the only thing that makes any fucking sense to me. And again, I'm a Bellator fan, but let's call it what it is. Their product hasn't been exciting in quite a while. Now, I will say, their last handful of events that they've had, from the highlights that I've watched, their fights were pretty entertaining. But prior to that, falling asleep.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, this new Grand Prix or whatever, now they're getting. I mean, granted, there are guys who are like coming over after they're done, after they can, aren't really at competition level in the UFC, or they end up kind of, aging out. But like this bracket looks pretty fucking interesting, right?
It actually
am I the
does.
only one who? What's that?
It actually does. I have to 100%
Yeah.
agree with you.
They really are going in the right direction. I think it's taken a lot of time just because like the UFC had so much like momentum, like so much inertia. Just people, that's where people want to go. That's you know, that is where the highest level of competition is. But it really hasn't taken Bellator that long to go from fucking shit show circus act to this new lineup. Like it's actually fairly compelling now. And if they can keep that momentum, you know, and keep that trajectory, like I feel like with Bellator, it's less about where they are and more about like what their trajectory is.
And dare I say it, this fucking Grand Prix, it looks like it's full of killers.
It looks dope. I mean, I'm gonna watch every one of those fights.
Someone's gonna die.
I think they
money
might.
making it to the main event.
I mean, just I'm looking at the poster that Justice put up. April 9th, you got Bader and Machida.
Fuck.
Also on April 9th, you got fucking Anderson and Yags. That's insane.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's run through it real quick. Who you guys got? Bader or Machida?
Bader. I want Machida. I want Machida to win, but I feel like he's just for his style. Even 4 years ago, it would have been a much more competitive fight. But I see Bader just kind of running through him.
As do I. I see.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think Bader is going to want to run it back, especially after the way he got ceremoniously knocked the fuck unconscious by Machida over in the UFC. I think he's been like a long time to get that redemption, and I think he's improved leaps and bounds since then.
Yeah,
I think this fight's going to be difficult for Machida.
yeah. But the reason I want to see it is I want to see how Machida deals with it.
Me too. Like, I want
he's,
nothing more than Machida to win, but smart money's on Bader.
Yeah.
I got Bader.
What about you, Lobo? Who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Bader.
Smart choice. And I can't pronounce his
I really want Machida to win, but I don't have full confidence.
I think we're all feeling that way. I think we would all like Machida to win. Like, perfect world, I would love nothing more than for Machida to be not only a UFC champion, but a Bellator champion as well. But looking at this Grand Prix, it is looking very unlikely that that's going to happen.
If he goes on to like the finals, he's gonna have to fight either Hero Romero or Rumble Johnson.
I mean, let's
Or Nemkov. It really don't make a difference. That other side of the bracket.
Dude, I want no piece of anybody. Are you kidding?
No.
Fuck that.
Like I said in the chat.
The scariest guys in a bar are fighting each other.
Like I said in the chat, regardless of which way it goes, I'm betting on black for this Grand Prix. I'm gonna throw Romero into that category. We got four Negroes. Yep. We're looking pretty good. We also got Anderson, and I can't pronounce his last name. We got Anderson, and I'm just gonna call him Yags. Anderson and Yags. That in itself is gonna be a fucking burner. I got my money on Anderson.
It's it's always tough for me to bet against a guy whose name I can't pronounce.
Good point.
They always just seem to be really hard to get to take out. So but yeah, I think you're probably right. I think Anderson probably has the edge.
I just don't see where Yags beats him anywhere. What are you saying, Justice?
Nemkov and Phil Davis would be the most boring fight out of all.
See, I'm on the fence with that. And that one's what, April 16th, where that one happens?
Yeah.
I think Davis is going to be boring because he's ceremoniously boring. He's indiscriminately boring. I just think he was boring. There's just nothing he can do to not be boring. Nemkov, I think, will at least go for the fucking win, and he'll go for the kill.
So you're saying he's going to win?
Yeah. No, I've bet against Davis before, and I've been wrong, but...
Against who?
Yeah, I won't talk about it. No.
I've never bet against Davis against anyone except for Rumble.
Yeah, I won't talk about
it.
No.
You bet. Wait, you bet on Davis against Rumble? Say no, you didn't.
No, what the fuck? Hell no.
Oh no.
How dare you? I would unplug my own mic.
Oh no, you did pick Nemkov to beat when he went. No, we weren't talking then. No, we wasn't on the show then.
That's right. We weren't on the show then. Yeah. Oh. Times were different. I was young. I was naive. I didn't know any better. I hadn't learned anything. And we got the fight that we all want to see. Rumble and Romero. Fuck, dude.
I really wish they would have matched that up.
Bro, me too.
like don't put them. I mean, I think they're doing it just to like bring initial eyes to the. But it's even in the later half of the bracket. Man, split those dudes up.
If Romero
I
does
guess
not use that grappling,
yeah.
he is going to die.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
What?
He's also barely human. Let's remember that. Let's remember that this dude. Let's remember that a 70-year-old doctor literally said to Dana White, "Where did you get this guy? I've never seen anything like it in my 50 years of practice."
This is
like it's just, yeah. I have no idea what to. I mean, I really have no idea what to expect.
I just
Like,
I don't know if
I know what
Romero.
Romero's going to do, but like I don't know how it's going to go.
Rumble has this uncanny ability to touch you on the chin and you just die.
Yeah, but Romero could probably lift a semi truck off of like his neck and traps are essentially a mountain range. So like,
Ooh.
you know, I mean,
yeah, yeah.
he just he I feel like he can take just crazy shots that no one else can take.
Yeah, and I think even with not to cut you off, but
No,
Romero, he would have been boring against somebody like Machida who would have danced around all day.
yeah.
Oh, no one would want to see that shit. You'd have to put Romero in to make it entertaining. You'd have to put him in there with like Bader or Anderson or hell, even Nemkov. But like Romero and Davis would be a snooze fest.
Nemkov or Anderson first.
Like if I could mix up this card at all, mainly because I hate Ryan Bader, I'd have put Bader and Rumble first, just because I want to see Bader die.
Again,
yeah, I would put Davis against Yags because honestly, I don't really give a shit about either one of them. I would have enjoyed seeing Nemkov and Machida.
Yeah,
I think that'd have been entertaining. And Romero against whoever the fuck he wants.
Romero Anderson.
Yeah, I can deal with that.
Yeah. I feel like those would have been really good ways to start it out.
Yeah, because Rumble and Romero, that's pay-per-view talk right there.
Right. That's what you. It's either like Rumble and Romero or Rumble and like Bader. I think are who you want in the finals. Like those are the finals that you want.
That's how you sell someone to order Showtime.
Right.
Like, you like MMA? Yeah. You want to see somebody die? Yeah. Check this shit out. Rumble versus fucking Romero. See it live at fucking Showtime pay-per-view, whatever the fuck they call their shit. Sign up for this shit. People sign up for that shit.
Wait. And you know that's not even the main event, right?
I know.
What's the main event?
Nemkov and Davis.
Yeah.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Nemkov is a champion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Right? How fucked is that?
See, again, Scott Coker, man, bruh. Do you like losing? You like being second best?
It's weird. It's like he's so good at certain things, and then like other things he just is like, fuck it, it's fine. Like
Pretty much.
But I mean, I guess his hands are kind of tied with that one because Nemkov is champion.
Okay, I'm back out of the Discord.
Hey, I know that voice.
I'm not calling you. I'm not calling you surrounded by cards. I'm just going to call you cards.
Now your shitty username makes sense.
You know what?
God, I needed this today.
This is going to be a good time to go ahead and do our introductions. You know what? This is a perfect lead-in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into another exciting edition of H8L Presents Fist Fights and Fried Rice. This is episode 29, sitting around just shooting the shit. And joined with me this evening, I have a wonderful eclectic group of assholes that have joined me, and we're just going to spend an evening just shit-talking shit. First up with us, a man that truly needs no introduction, my spirit animal. Cool as the other side of the pillow, the yin to my yang, my brother from another mother. I bring to you a one UTBABYA.
Rumble takes the light heavyweight Grand Prix. Boom.
Also joining us this evening, the Bastatch of the H8L. Running 15 inches deep, the destroyer of all things ovaries. The man whom I just found out likes big butts and he cannot lie. I bring to you a one Lobo.
I was born ready.
Also joined with us this evening, the connoisseur of combat sports, the Rain Man of martial arts. Bring to you one self-appointed black man of Dagestan, Justice Blackawani, magnificent.
Marty Snoozman, your time has come, sir.
And we have a special guest with us tonight. Someone who genuinely does need an introduction. But I bring to you a one buffed Filipino, spin kicking, bitch stealing, cookie baking, surrounded cards.
Can we call him Car Ramrod?
Oh, I like that better.
RamRod, okay.
Yeah, from Super Troopers.
Oh, fuck. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you get that reference?
Car Ramrod.
Ramrod,
Yes,
how are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm pretty exhausted from practice. I guess decent, I'll consider.
I just wanted to say I am pleased that you chose to join us this evening on Fistfights and Fried Rice podcast.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We were just...
Hey, can
go ahead.
you turn the gain on your mic up a little bit?
I'm literally out. I can switch.
Oh! You may not have a speakerphone on or something like that, or you're not close enough to it. There's a speakerphone setting.
Did you say take the gay out of your microphone?
No.
I was like, man, am I the only one that caught that? That was fucked up.
You said take the gain.
No, that would have been a much better line. No, I said, I said, could you turn the gain, GAIN?
Oh,
It's the volume. It's the volume that's output by the speaker,
man, that fucked me up.
or by the signal rather.
My jaw just literally hit the desk. I was like, oh, damn, shots fired.
Yeah, it's like electrical circuitry talk.
Oh, God.
I had to say it in nerd form. Then I figured Ramrod would know what I meant.
Man, this tells me I need to get with the fucking lingo because, man, I would have been like, man, UTBABYA told me to take the gay out of my microphone. I wonder what he means. Out of curiosity,
That's so offensive.
Like, totally, brah.
that was a weird Surfer Valley girl. That was
Why
interesting.
that draw, Amanda?
I've had quite a day. I'm just, yeah.
I can tell, man, that was weird. I didn't know where to go with that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, brah. Let's catch some sweet waves and then go crush some hot babes, brah.
I do need you to take the gay out of that microphone, though, because I can barely hear you. I mean, game.
How about now?
Shit. Oh, yeah, there you go.
I literally have to hold the phone right next to my face and it's on speaker.
Oh, weird. You mean the way? Oh, it's on speaker as well. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's on speaker as well.
Is your phone like?
What, you got a cricket phone?
You don't have a headset?
But
That's a little better. I mean, it's clear.
It is clear.
all right. Well, we'll just.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, you should just try putting your mouth by the receiver.
Yeah. Also, speak like a man.
Yeah.
But then
Little bass in your voice.
I don't know which voice do you.
the
How many do
man
you
voice.
have? Hey, let me hear your colored person voice.
Colored person? Voice?
Yeah.
This is how I.
Let me try that again. Let me hear your Negro voice. I don't believe you at all. I think when you're around like your regular friends, you're like, yeah, nigga this, nigga that, yeah, all them niggas out there, yeah.
This is how I regularly talk.
Oh shit, Taz is coming. So anyway, guys, I was reading the Wall Street Journal and
Man, don't let them. Look, it's your first time on. Don't let them bully you, man.
I am not bullying you, sir. I just wanted to know what your Negro voice is. That's all I wanted.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a question.
That is a legit question. Like, but then again, from what I know of you, I could picture you talking the exact same way, regardless of who you're around.
Unless I'm like.
Was that slang for unless I'm talking to the bitches? Is that what that was?
No.
Because I've heard you talk around the ladies, and it's a different vernacular.
What is he sliding like he's fucking Dolomite?
Oh man, hair slicks back. Hair slicks back, and he's like, yeah. So when you work in that spin kick, you want to step forward like this, look over your shoulder,
want to twist your hips.
then you want to fully extend the hips.
No one wants to learn a fucking question.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, your track record for the ladies. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get your stats.
That was not intentional. That wasn't what was supposed to happen. I just did.
Sure wasn't.
I just tripped and fell into some pussy. I hate when that happens.
What now?
This is getting bad.
What was
Yeah, you know.
Ramrod? Were you earning your name? What happened here?
Oh, he sure was. You know, he was practicing spin kicks and just fell into some pussy. It happens, I guess. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose.
Yeah, you know.
You got to be very skilled with the spin kicks.
Don't you?
Hmm.
So before you joined us there, Ramrod, surrounded by cards, once you got the gay out of your
No
microphone.
one can see. The listeners can't see his handle, so we can just call him Ramrod.
This is true. Ramrod it is. We were talking about the Bellator Light Heavyweight Grand Prix, and I know you're a casual when it comes to MMA, especially. Do you follow Bellator at all?
I like them.
Okay, best way to put this like this is so there's 4 black dudes, right? And then everybody else. Yeah, so you're betting on black? I feel you. Those are good odds. I mean, that'd be a pretty fair assessment. I think it's going to come down to, and these are just my 2 top picks. I could be wrong. I think it's going to come down to Nemkov and Rumble. At least that's who I want it to come down to. Because I need to see Rumble legally murder some people and then finally get a belt wrapped around his waist.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Romero Rumble is the first fight of that side of the bracket.
And it's bullshit. They're not even fucking main event. Yeah, isn't that bullshit?
I don't know. That'd be.
I mean, he's Romero. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. The dude's a fucking genetic goddamn gorilla. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
You heard the man what he said. As long as Romero don't just stand there doing 52 blocks. That's what he said. And he has a point. Because that's what we just had talked about. If he was fighting Machida, Romero would be sitting back doing all this kind of crazy stuff. And even with Rumble, I think he's probably going to try to do it, but Rumble is just going to be after him like...
You really think he's gonna try 52 hand blocks against Rumble?
He's going to have to.
Man. Really?
No, I think he tries to go for the bait into and just hit him with that jumping knee, fucking random I feel like he's gonna be more strategic in his baiting him.
But can you really bait? Can you bait Rumble though? Because Rumble, he's pretty with his defense, and he doesn't take a lot of shots. He's pretty much in there. He's in the pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just it. I have no idea what's going to happen, which is why I want to see it.
Facts.
If I paid for pay-per-views, I probably would pay $20 for that fight, to be honest.
Oh, Rumble versus Romero is definitely a pay-per-view fight. You can make an entire card surrounded off that shit.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just trying to
they need it.
I'm trying to imagine Scott Coker right now being like, yeah, man, so I want to make a pay-per-view with Rumble and Romero. Let's just get all the cool black dudes that we got on the roster, which is what we always do, and have them fight each other. You know, we'll get Lyndon Vassell. You know, we'll get fucking Paul Daly. He ain't doing shit. Is Daly even still there?
He has one more fight.
We'll put MVP on there versus a fucking tomato can.
Why not?
Speaking of tomato cans, I feel this is a pretty good segue. I just want to go ahead and just say this now because I feel like it's time. And it's time that I finally come to terms with this. It is time for Overeem to hang up those fucking gloves.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and lay them bitches down in the middle of the cage. You've had a wonderful fucking career. You have been a champion in every organization you've ever been in, except for the best one. And there's no shame in that. You know, you and Uriah Faber will have that record together. It's time.
Mm-hmm. Like Bruce Buffer said.
Yes, it's
time.
I'm not taking anything away from Volkov. I'm really not. But that version of Alistair that was in there this past Saturday looked like he didn't want to be there and had no idea what the fuck to do after he got hit with that first leg kick.
Was it the leg kick or that jab that was pushing his nose in the back of his brain?
Both?
I won't say it was both. I think that leg kick, he was like, holy shit, I forgot this is what kickboxing felt like. And then that jab just rearranged his face.
Question.
Yes.
How many leg kicks has he actually eaten?
I can't think of a whole lot off the top of my head.
All of his fights, I even like his kickboxing fights, I feel like it's just him steamrolling people.
Well, yeah, that's what he was notorious for.
And so what I'm wondering is if it's like the sort of phenomena where like you like the pecking order thing where like maybe he hasn't actually had to like eat some nasty shots and come back from it like for the majority. I'm trying to he's got so many fucking fights. I'm sure he's taken a lot of damage, but again without the Mexican supplements that may also play a factor.
That's sorcerer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was that Frank Mir? No, that was kangaroo meat. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, has Overeem actually ever had to take a lot of damage and then come back, or is he just when he wins? Is it just because he steamrolls people?
Well, his face normally takes the majority of the damage. Now maybe the rest of his body is just weak when it comes to getting hit. I'm not sure, but I just remember him.
That's what I'm kind of wondering.
It could be. It could be that.
It's way easier to like. It's way easier to take some. Getting hit in the face fucking hurts, but like you take a couple cracks to we all know. Take a couple cracks to the leg. That can change your tactics in a fight.
It definitely changed his.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Who put him down? Badr put him down twice.
Right. Yeah, but Badr Ari's.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, he's a massive human being.
That's
himself.
like the Thing versus the Hulk. I mean, that's just
Yeah, that was all of that is just ridiculous.
That's the only one I can think of that makes me think like he would have taken a bunch of kicks that I know of that I actually watched.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was one of those things where it's like, oh, maybe he's never really gotten cracked like that.
It does make me wonder because honestly, I can't think of off the top of my head the last time I saw Overeem just take leg kick after leg kick.
Yeah.
But he just looked so fucking awkward in that fight. It looked like he wanted to be anywhere but there.
Well, I mean, and if you look at his last number of fights, he's looked worse and worse. And it's not that like, maybe the outcome was good here and there, but I think he's been on a pretty steady downward trajectory for the last, couple years.
That goddamn USADA ruined it for all the real fighters.
It yeah, really did.
Goddamn USADA. You remember when John Jones was breaking arms and damn near decapitating people with head kicks and flying knees and spinning elbows, and then they took away his cocaine, and now he's just fighting like a normal human? Assholes.
The good old days.
I miss cokehead John Jones.
I think we all do.
And I miss Ubereem. I miss when that motherfucker would stand on the scale and damn near break that shit.
Yep.
I miss the fact that this dude was so fucking swole he couldn't scratch his own back.
So speaking of missing those days, let me use this to like kind of circle back a little bit and complete a thought here. I think that's how Bellator ends up taking over in like the next 5 years.
That is a very bold claim.
I think that if
You've intrigued me.
It's going to happen, if Bellator is going to usurp the UFC, which is going to be difficult with that shitty fucking name, they're going to do it because they don't have the strict testing that the UFC does, and people are going to start moving over because they're going to have longer careers, they're going to get paid more, and I see it gaining traction. I think the fights are going to be more exciting because of it.
Now, do you think that window for them has already passed?
No, I think it's going to be a slow. I think it's going to be one of those things where like you're going to wake up like 5 or 6 years from now, and we're going to be like, "Holy shit, Bellator is like pulling more viewers than UFC is."
Wow,
that is
a bold claim.
I think it's gonna be a slow climb, and you know what? It may take longer than that, but unless something changes with the testing, I think there are gonna be just way more exciting fights. And I think Bellator is gonna end up, if again, this is all predicated on that they're gonna continue the trajectory they've had, and that Coker is going to be able to continue to pull in more and more and better talent. But like, I think they're going to be able to, once that, if that keeps happening, I think the fact that they're not tested, like they're not using USADA, that's going to allow for some very Pride-like and early UFC-like fights, which, say what you want about drugs, but that shit was exciting.
We talked about that the other night when we was talking about people being on steroids. I mean, if everybody's on it, like they were on Pride, does it really matter?
Hell no, I'm down for it.
Yeah, and I love watching people be able to eat like full force punches to the dome and keep going. Like, that's crazy.
I miss seeing people walk off soccer kicks.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, just all testosterone.
Now, you did say something
right down on the mouthpiece. Yeah, go ahead.
You said something that I could not have agreed with you more. Even if Bellator had the name value, had the fighters, had the money, and had the platform, I completely agree with you when you said that it would be hard for them to take over because of the name. UFC rolls off the fucking tongue. Bellator MMA does not.
Well, yeah.
Like
Bellator is like,
I commend them for wanting to do something different than just be another 3-letter fucking acronym like all these other organizations. I completely get that. But there's a reason why that fucking formula works. People can remember UFC 1, which I'm going to shit on in a few minutes. MFC, WWE, that kind of shit people can remember. You ask a casual to name off different MMA organizations, Bellator rarely ever rolls off the fucking tongue of anybody.
Why don't they just make it WFC, the World Fighting Championship?
I actually think there was a WFC at one point.
I think that's been used.
Yeah.
We'll buy it. Bring it back.
Well, it depends on how bad it was. I mean, if it was bad,
can afford it. Well, no.
Well,
What
they
you
don't
do
even
is
do his
like
name.
what you do is you do it in a 2-part thing. You do a tournament and you call it the Bellator, like that particular tournament you call the Bellator World Fighting Championship, and then like maybe you have that like every year is like I don't know something, but then like you slowly work that name in, and then eventually you just like let Bellator kind of drop off. You just call it the whatever.
It's not, because Bellator sucks.
Yeah.
The name is stupid.
oh, somebody's using it right now.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a organization in Nevada.
Damn.
Huh.
Damn. Opportunity missed. How long have they been around?
They got a fucking Showtime contract. I think they can buy them out.
They've been around.
Please tell me it goes back to like the early 90s.
No.
Then Bellator really fucked up.
2013.
That is a goddamn shame.
Dude.
2013. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I bet you could buy that for $10,000.
That means
nobody. You buy that name for.
That means
$10,000.
nobody sat around and was like, "Hey, we should call ourselves."
A used Toyota could get you that fucking name, and you're sticking with Bellator. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
But you know what Bellator means, like warrior in Latin.
Yeah. I know what it means.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. You know what? You know who could have benefited from the name Bellator? What's that organization? Combate Americanos or some shit?
Oh,
yeah. They could have benefited from Bellator. If they would have taken that name, that would have made sense, because it's an organization for Hispanics or you know what I mean, or Latin Americans. That's their niche. So that makes sense to go with a name like Bellator.
A Latin-based name is perfect for that.
Exactly. That makes fucking sense.
I mean, you're right. You're right. Completely right.
Yeah, when he's right, he's right.
Yep. No argument there.
I was hoping that when Scott Coker came in to Bellator that he was going to do a full fucking rebranding. I was hoping he was going to clean house, focus on the talent that they already had. Because I'm not the biggest Bjorn. What's his name? Bjorn Rebney? Is that the guy who was there before Scott Coker?
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of his, but I got what he was going for. I actually dug the fact that this dude was trying to get as much Russian and Polish and Dagestanian talent as he could. This motherfucker was on to something.
Yeah.
And now you look at UFC, they're trying to swipe up as many Dagestanian fighters as they fucking can. And that was a move originally done by Bjorn Rebney.
I mean, people talked about him. I mean, to be honest, for the time, I think the tournament that he put on it was working.
It was.
I think the issue was the contracts.
But yeah, that was asinine.
Was it though?
Fuck yeah.
Was it real?
Well, you couldn't. I mean, well, it depends on who you were. Like, prime example, when he was focusing on the talent that he had, and when he was harping the fact of titles are earned and not given, that was one of the things that always separated Bellator from the UFC. UFC, if you were a fan favorite, yeah, you were gonna get fast tracked to that title. Bellator, you had to win the fucking tournament. You had to. Doesn't matter how many people liked you. Didn't matter how many fucking followers you had. You had to win the tournament. And if you couldn't win that bitch, you weren't getting that belt.
Right.
And I like the fact that, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't he allowing cats to fight in other organizations too to supplement their income?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between if they lost in the tournament, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that that's genius. That was another avenue for you to make money, especially if you lost the tournament, instead of just having to fuck off and wait for an entire fucking year. Because if you're a fighter and this is all you do, that is a huge detriment. If you get knocked the fuck out first in that tournament, all right, well, hey, in 11 months, bro, we'll see you. Well, what am I supposed to do until then? Better hope that sponsorship money can pay your bills. Better hope fucking Jack's Jerky Links or whoever the fuck the sponsor is, fucking Monster, can pay your fucking light bill for the next 12 months. So I like the fact that they had opportunities to go to other places. Unlike UFC, you're locked in that bitch. And you can't bring your sponsors to the ring.
Yeah, because Alexander Slamenko fought M1 and a couple of different other places in Russia. After tournaments or in between tournaments.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of fighting in other organizations, I just wanted to say that it's good to finally hear that all the rumors about ONE FC hemorrhaging money was true. And I'm hoping that they actually lift that fucking gag order so people can talk, because as much as I enjoy ONE, and allow me to say that again, I enjoy ONE. I actually think ONE is a better product than the UFC. I will go on record and say that. I think they have better production value. I think that they have a far more entertaining format. The only thing that throws me off about ONE are these bullshit claims of their dominance and their superiority all over the fucking world. It's horseshit. It's absolute fucking horseshit. You cannot convince me that they're putting up more numbers than that of the UFC.
I mean, they are putting up. They're giving away free tickets.
That's fair.
If you give me free tickets on a Friday night, yeah, of course, I'm gonna go.
But you don't make any money off them free tickets.
Hey, that's not what they
Buy a
said.
t-shirt.
But that's where the money is at. They need those ticket sales and they need pay-per-view buys. The only way that ONE FC is not only going to become as big as they rightfully should be and as world-renowned as they should be, they've got to not necessarily change the product, but they have to get more name recognition, and they got to get out there more. This bleeding money and these bold claims that's just gonna fucking end you. It's gonna ruin your fucking company. The casual MMA fan has no idea what the fuck ONE is.
Do they want to though?
I think so.
I mean, because we was talking about it, and I think we had this conversation before. Here in North America, we just want to see somebody get knocked the fuck out.
Yes.
We don't care.
That's fine. If there was an organization where I can watch some world-renowned Muay Thai stylist shin kick a fucker to death, I would like to know the name of that organization.
Right, but there's no hype. There's no trash talk. There's no, I'm gonna eat your kids.
But is that so bad, though?
Your wife dresses in the paper bag. There's none of that.
But is that so bad, though?
I mean, again, you have to ask the casual fan.
Okay. Hey, Surrounded Cards, you're a casual fan. What do you care about more? Motherfuckers getting goddamn decapitated by dragon uppercuts and flying kicks, or you hearing about stories of, your wife wears a paper bag and I'm going to throw a dolly at your fucking bus?
Perspective, I much, but when I go to parties or whatever, a bit of the time, a lot of people don't know what you might. Well, I do think that a lot of the striking, a good bit, the product. So I think that what finally comes out is a good bit of the time pretty exciting, but knows about it doesn't. A lot of the time when nights are going on, most people aren't getting up 2 or 3. A good bit of the time, trash talk helps right off.
I mean, let's call it what it is. We're all talking about the same individual. You got one cat, we'll call him Connor, who's really good at shit talking and who knows how to sell a fight. For every one of your Connors, you got about 350 other fuckers on roster that can't talk their way out of a fucking boot, even if the instructions are on the fucking heel.
Mighty Mouse Johnson.
And that was a great analogy. I'm patting myself on the back for that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Will take you down. A lot of people couldn't even. A good number of people still debate his.
Back suplex into a fucking armbar. Need I say more? That will go down in history as one of the greatest submission wins ever. That was talked about more from the outside of the UFC than inside the company where it actually happened. And that is a fucking shame. And all because he wasn't talking shit. And I'm a huge Mighty Mouse fan. I can watch this motherfucker fight 6 ways from Sunday. But I don't think that I don't think his legacy should be determined based upon, well, so and so talk better shit than him. So, and I get it, and I do get it. I understand that becoming a character, becoming someone larger than life is what's going to draw people in. I completely get that. But not everyone can do it. Not everyone can have that it factor. So when I think about an organization like One, full of individuals whose names I can't even pronounce, we got to figure something out, or else we're just going to fucking hemorrhage money and die. And
they need like designated shit talkers.
They need to start.
Like every camp should have like a designated fucking hype man who just talks shit for the fighter.
Hell, I could deal with that. True.
Google Translate, bitches.
Oh yeah, that's gonna work real well. All the insults are just gonna come out wrong.
So just said fuck my mother? What?
Yeah, no, he does have a point. I don't know, it's surrounded cars. That translate. I hate that name.
His name is RamRod. His name is RamRod.
Call him Ramrod.
Yeah, car Ramrod if you're being formal.
What is it? RT Sports, the Russian website that does like MMA and everything. They are terrible translating from Russian to English. It's like Khabib's, Khabib's interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Always something totally different. Khabib and a couple of other people, they are always different. Just terrible.
Well, for some reason, it seems really hard to translate from languages that don't have articles to languages that do have articles, because I don't know why. It just seems like it's usually like if the speaker is not fluent in the language that has articles, like English, then it's really tough to translate it. So like all of those like Eastern Bloc, like Russian, anything with like the Cyrillic alphabet tends to be fucking terrible.
Like culture in Russian, you can form an entire sentence purely even say some, but there are languages where couldn't talk. If you're to go over to
well, yeah, but you don't need curse words to talk shit. Like that's what half of talking shit is being creative.
Facts.
Yeah, like if I talk about your field mouse penis, like like then,
Great.
see, I didn't even have to say dick. I used the clinical language. And
I mean,
like that's
man.
like good shit talking is like stuff that you like never hear. It's just creativity. Like it's being an asshole creatively.
Oh god. That just painted the weirdest picture of my fucking head. I'm going to get them in ring, and then I will see what this field mouse penis does. Wait, what? Yes. And then get him on the mat and see what this field mouse penis does.
I just tune in just for the laugh.
I'm sorry, what? your game plan is what now? Get him on the mat. Field mouse penis. Pound and pound. Wait, what? In your face. Okay, we're gonna cut the interview here.
Throw a commercial. Commercial.
We made a mistake.
Somebody something sure.
Throw to the goddamn commercial. McDonald's likes to offer.
Whew. And we're back. That's gonna do it for our for talking to Mikel. Yes, you tell my opponent we see What that mouth do? No. That's wrong. The field nuts. Penis. No. God damn it. No. Unplug his fucking mic.
I was not given Mike.
I see what that mouth do, and then I go drink vodka. No. Okay, I see what mouth do while I drink vodka. You know what? It's a lost cause. We're done here. You do make a good point, though, especially when you're talking about a lot of the Asian countries. The shit talking does not translate very well. You get someone on the street, I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. I'm gonna go out there and I'm just gonna fight. I'm just gonna fight, and I'm just gonna go out there and show my ass. Okay, boom, dong, 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 dong. Oh, that translates to he's gonna go out there and bite his ass. He's just gonna bite, right on the ass for the 10 count. What? Yeah, the language barrier is definitely an issue that one is going to have to figure some shit out with. Because as much as I enjoy watching Stamp Fairtex do her Stamp Fairtex dance, I need them to never put the fucking microphone in her face ever. Because that is fucking painful. Like, Fairtex, you won. I'm happy I am. Yes, good here. Cheer, yay. Peace.
Is she having a stroke?
Like, what the fuck? What's going on? Fuck! Just show the clip of her doing the dance. Fuck. Speaking of Stamp Fairtex. I know you're not. I know you don't hear me. But if you were, first and foremost, I love you. Second, you were beating the brakes off that girl in the stand up. And third, the fuck were you thinking? And why did you get tapped out with such stupid shit and then deny that you got tapped out? That's all I'm gonna say.
Did she get tapped out?
Motherfucker, you know she got tapped. You crazy as fuck.
No, I'm gonna tell you what she did.
Tapped out?
She thought she tapped out, but she thought the bell had rung.
Who told you that?
And she was tapping that girl to say, "Hey, all right, it's over with. Get up off me."
Oh, she did the Brazilian tap.
Yeah, she was, but it wasn't even a choke. She was good.
Man,
I don't see in that position. I just don't see
pot
it
from you. I think she panicked and just tapped.
I don't think so. I think it was just like they said.
Did you hear the bell?
She was trying. She was trying to. She thought she heard the bell. She tapped out.
Did you hear the bell?
I didn't hear no bell.
I mean, because there was no crowd, so I figured the bell would sound very distinct, especially with there being no crowd.
No, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I don't think she panics with something around her neck. I think she's comfortable with that.
Yeah. Is there a video that you've seen that I'm not aware of?
What?
You tell about it.
I mean,
Like, yeah, we'll talk.
she
after
did
the
her
show.
thing on the ground.
Sounds like a account. Cool.
I got a home video.
Oh,
Whatever.
Nice.
You got a home video.
Help me understand, because she's on the ground. Girl's got her arm around her fucking neck, and she hears a ghost bell that nobody else hears.
How close was it to the end of the round?
Close.
It was
Like
pretty close.
Seconds or like 30?
Second. Like
Seconds?
15, like 12 to 15 seconds.
Okay, maybe. Still room for fuckery. But
I mean, I'm just saying. So you trying to tell me you ain't never got hit before and think, hey, was that a bell? What was that noise? That was some music.
yeah, no, that should happen.
No, I've gotten I've gotten rocked and thought I heard the
I
bell.
know. Yeah,
But
I got
you know what-
hit. I got hit.
you
I
know
got
what
hit by
sound-
somebody a couple weeks ago, and
You know, it seems more likely to me. You know, I've been put in a fucking triangle choke and swore that I heard the voice of God.
I mean, you probably
And
did.
I tapped out. And then, of course, after he let me go, I was like, "What are you doing? I didn't tap. Jesus was talking to me." Man, you a bitch.
My son does not yet your time.
No, I'm a big Fairtex fan, but the more I watch that clip, the more I'm convinced that she got caught in some shit, couldn't get out, panicked and tapped. Just saying. There's no shame in it. Happens to the best of us. I mean, she still looked fine walking to the back, so it's okay.
Oh, I didn't like the hair. I'm just gonna be honest.
The pink haircut, yeah.
Yeah, that hair was some bullshit.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How dare the both of you speak negative in regards, make sure my wife's not around, to speak negatively about my mistress. How dare you?
I'm not saying she's not beautiful.
Oh, she is beautiful. She is. I don't care if her hair was pink, blue, painted the fucking Nigerian flag, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Ramrod, what was that shit you were telling me today about the fucking CEO of One? What was he trying to do?
So what is he trying to do? Are you guys talking about The Apprentice?
What?
Yeah, run that shit by me, sir, because that was news to me.
I don't even know. I don't know why he's attacking making a show company hemorrhaging almost. What are they at?
Jesus Christ.
Dude's hemorrhaging hundreds of millions of dollars and wants to make an Apprentice-style fucking TV show?
I think because of the year with COVID, I mean, all the organizations except really are hurting. I mean, they may have like doubled.
Dude, if I was a CEO of any company and I owed that much money, you would see my body on the concrete right in front of the building because I jumped off the fucking roof.
Are we talking about you or like a body double kill?
I mean, I'm just being honest, bro. That I'm like, people would be like, "Anybody seen Ty?" And that's it. That's fucking it.
I didn't know Ty was making iPhones.
Like there's no note. There's not going to be a Dear John letter or none of that shit. People are like, man, why did Ty kill himself, bro?
Why did Taz kill himself?
Yeah, why did Taz kill himself?
Who's Ty? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Why did Taz kill himself? He's hemorrhaging $100 million as of 2019. Nigga, we in 2021. He ain't made no gains since then.
Usually not them making a statement. This could be
not on the internet.
Of course not.
You mean the magical box is full of lies, but it's got free porn?
That could have just been. It could be like significantly less, but I'm not surprised from Innovation they charge for like Muay Thai fight.
Hey, I'm the one that brought that to your attention, sir.
Wait, what is that?
$250,000 for a year?
That's monopoly money.
I mean, yeah.
Thank goodness we have this printing press.
I would need an actual bank ledger to show me that the funds are genuinely in an account, and then I would need you to put that in an account of my choosing, with an agreement that I can't touch it until this competition is over. Because I just don't believe that they have $250,000 to give away. Not when you're hemorrhaging as much money as they are, with barely any pay-per-view buys and no American audience.
This is probably going to come from the network and sponsors right here. It's like,
I didn't think about that.
A portion of it will, but the majority of it has to be put up by one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Like, what would you be doing? I'm about to go get this cat his coffee as he locks another fighter into a contract.
I'm gonna go.
I think he's going to have him doing like physical challenges too.
Well, if it is an apprentice,
what is it, a Nickelodeon show?
What the fuck, dude?
I mean, listen, hey, if they want to walk to Brooklyn and get Puffy a cheesecake, then that's what it is.
Climb the fucking monkey bars.
Double dare?
The fucking floor is lava. What the fuck? Or better yet, if they really want to make this interesting, all right, guys.
The aggro crab.
So you guys want to work for one? Yeah. You guys have what it takes? Yeah. All right. I need you to walk over to Mighty Mouse over there and call him a bitch. Huh? Walk up to Mighty Mouse right now, smack the Xbox controller out of his hand, and call him a bitch. Not only do you call him a bitch, call him a short bitch. Call him a midget bitch. Say, you short, bald, black midget bitch. And all you gotta do is make it back here. All you gotta do is make it back here unscathed, and you win today's challenge.
I would watch the shit.
I would pay money out the ass to watch that.
Yo, that's the show you need to make.
Man,
that's the fucking shit. That is your meal ticket.
I want you to walk over there to Stamp Fairtex and just smack her on the ass. What? Huh? All you gotta do is make it back here to the safe zone.
One.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah. We call it One FC presents Pick a Goddamn Fight.
No. You call it One FC, One Chance, because you got one chance to make it back to the safe zone.
Ooh,
that's good.
Shit.
That is money right there.
One FC's One Chance.
I bet you that would crack the American market. Yo, I watched this TV show where this fucking dude, I guess, had his face completely shattered by some guy named Cosmo. They bet this dude to walk up to Cosmo and hit him in the nuts with a fucking cup check and be like, "Yeah, you fucking bitch. What happened? Oh, he shattered
They had to
another
put
face.
15 pins in his face.
I think we just pitched the greatest reality show known to man.
I actually think that just happened.
One chance.
I think we just did that.
Man, I would have contestants doing fucking crazy shit. All right, put on this football helmet.
Dude,
and
you know
run
what it
head
is?
first into a fucking
That's
school
like,
bus.
It's Fear Factor. It's Fear Factor meets like the fucking Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, dude, it's Fear Factor meets Bully Beatdown
Meets The Apprentice.
meets The Apprentice meets fucking Ninja Warrior.
No, there's
Yeah.
a joke.
Oh, dude, yeah. And you have like a we're just doing a hat on a hat on a hat. Now.
We really
You got to go do this shit, and then you got to run back through an obstacle course.
I'm like, all right, I need you to walk over to that fucking jiu-jitsu black belt, take his black belt, wrap it around your waist, give him the double middle finger, and say, I'm now the black belt, bitch. And say, your jiu-jitsu is weak. And then hit him with the crane kick. What? Yeah. Then I'll become the apprentice? No, then you'll move on to next week's challenge, which is going to be some more dumb shit.
For how much? I'll do it.
For $250,000, you'd walk up to Cosmo Alexander and be like, yeah, I heard you hit like a bitch. Like a
Man,
soft
I would still
bitch.
I would steal off on him and run so
Somebody's gonna
fast.
go to reconstructive surgery.
First off, Justice, your knees are about as bad as mine. You would steal off on
Oh,
him one time,
You think so?
turn and
you think
run,
so?
and your shit would shatter.
You think so? You think so?
It would
It
sound
ain't
like
that
somebody
bad.
dropped a glass vase on the floor.
Wow.
What's up,
It
man?
ain't not that bad. Okay, I got about 100 yards in me. Then after that, it's gonna be bad.
That is 99 more than I have.
And that's not a fast 100 yards. I might get about 40, and then I'm dying after that, but I'm still chucking it.
Now, I can make it 100 yards as long as Lobo's standing next to me holding an AR-15.
That could be arranged.
I'll stick you right in the mouth. Bow! Yeah, what's up now? Yeah. You know what? I'm not even going to run back to the safe zone. I'm going to walk. Slow as shit. In fact, I'm going to pull my pants down on my ankles. You can just look at my ass as I walk back to the safe zone. Think I give a shit.
Looking back at this show, when it comes to the contestants that are actually participating, they might be actually trying to expand a little bit, because while they do have contestants from like places you'd expect, like Singapore, Indonesia, the Philippines.
Why would I expect that?
Because they have competitors from most of those places, and they're kind of centered around that time zone.
I thought you were being racist.
They have.
I'm just fucking with you. I just want to see if I can actually break your train of thought.
Well, so they also have some contestants from like places like Germany, New Zealand, and the United States. They actually have 4 people from the United States. I don't know.
Yeah, they're trying to break into the market.
Do they have any Africans?
Yeah, and since
I think they have one.
Fighting or in the actual event?
I'm not going to talk about the fighting Africans in one, because the only one that comes to mind to me is, what's his name? Alon, Alien. The fuck's his name?
The Panther. Just say the Panther.
I refuse to refer to him as the Panther. I fucking refuse. Until he starts winning fights, he's just going to be that African.
He has won some fights with tomato cans.
I need you to stop doing Instagram videos of you doing the splits and lifting barrels over your chest and kicking little ties across the room, and maybe, I don't know, show some important videos like, you know, your steroid regimen. I would like to see that.
Hey,
Talk about how rampant steroids are.
I'm curious. Does
Speaking-
he inject in between his toes? Does he inject in the ass cheeks? Does he go right for the vein? I just need to know.
So speaking of African African contestants and fighting, do you guys follow African Warriors FC on Instagram?
I do.
Oh my God, Dambe might be my favorite thing to watch right now.
Dambe's scary.
It's-
It has some fucking
So
crazy
ridiculous.
knockouts.
It's so insane.
That is
like-
truly a world of its own. We're going to have to do an entire show on that, because that's some insane shit.
That and the wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Well, the Senegalese wrestler. But matter of fact, the last guy that beat up
Yeah. Alain
Yeah,
Alon. Yeah, he was a singles
Yeah.
wrestler, and he beat the shit out of him. I've never seen someone not only get pummeled to the ground, but beaten into the ground without being held there. He was literally just laying there, just being beaten. Didn't try to roll away, didn't try to do anything. He just laid there and was like, yep, this is it for me. This is the hill I die on.
And if you've seen these guys fight over there, it's like, yeah, no wonder. Yeah, they got some pretty kick-ass T-shirts.
It's so dope, dude.
Yeah, like it's full fights and then it's knockout highlights of Dembe fights in Senegalese wrestling.
Yeah. And another thing. Speak crazy shit in Africa. Did you guys hear Francis Ngannou's spot on Rogan? Holy
What happened?
yo. Fighting is like, dude, being in the cage must be a walk in the fucking park. I mean, holy fuck. Like, it's so insane. Anyone who hasn't listened to it, it is well worth the 3.5 hours of your life. Like, it's his story of how he got it. And like, I was just on the edge of my seat the whole time. Like, even with his English, it's the most insane story. Like how he got from Cameroon to Europe, like what he had to go through. It's like someone needs to make a movie about it. It's essentially combine the movies Amistad and Gladiator, and it's something like that. It's fucking insane.
I would like to go ahead and apologize for my harsh comments that I made months ago in regards to Paige Van Zant going over to BKFC. I was convinced that she was going to go over there and get the fucking blonde beaten out of her. I have to swallow my words and acknowledge she did far better than I fucking thought she would.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
I give it a B- for her performance.
You know what? I'll second that. I actually thought her striking looked better in this than it ever did in the UFC.
Well, she worked with an actual actual boxing coach and a legit team. I mean, and again, it's not no knock on. It is a knock on Team Alpha Male. Y'all suck. But yeah, she was working with Pedro Diaz. She was working with all the boxing and striking coaches down there. Thiago Alves. I mean, he's running the bare knuckle division of ATT right now. So yeah, I mean, like, man, I mean, I hope so. I hope she would look halfway decent.
Did I shit on her going to the BKFC? I thought that was stupid. I thought that was foolish. I don't know if I believe her claims that she's making 10 times more in BKFC than she ever did in UFC. I don't know if I'm not the greatest.
Well, I mean, how much is she making in UFC?
I'm not the
Hey
greatest.
man, I'm telling you that
sponsors or no?
sponsorship money is real.
Yeah.
But 10 times though?
Especially overseas. Like the international branches of a lot of companies are going to do, like, we'll never realize how much money people are making off international sales.
True. But 10 times though, that's I don't know.
Well, think about it. She has an unlimited
that is
unlimited array of sponsors that she can have. Like, and she's already got the name. She's already got the following. Yeah, I believe it.
Who's the biggest name at BKFC?
You bastard.
This is just
You bastard. Okay, you got me.
Luis Palomino.
Fuck you. Chris Lieben.
Who just retired? No, it's Paige Van Zant. So 400. She got $400,000 for that fight. Even she didn't get knocked out in that effort that she gave. It's worth the investment.
So
she only got black.
in UFC. What was she making in UFC then?
Not even close to that.
Don't tell me she was making like $4,000.
No, she was in the 20s. She was in the 20s.
Yeah, but
She was like,
That's it?
yeah, they don't pay them shit. They don't pay them shit, dude.
Ever since the sponsorship deal where fighters couldn't have sponsors anymore, they took massive pay cuts.
The Reebok deal fucked the fighters so hard, which is why, and I've said this in the past, I've been rooting for Bellator to overtake the UFC, because the UFC just does not give a shit about the fighters. Like, anyone willing to just take all of the people who are making them money and go, fuck you, you don't get to make any money except from the one sponsor that's going to pay us, and then you get shit on the back end of the deal anyway. Like, nah, that's bullshit. Like, these people are putting their lives at risk, and they get completely fucked over. Yeah, man. That's why I've been just wanting Bellator and really, honestly, any other organization to just step up, because I just want to see fighters get paid. Like, I want to see good fights, and I want to see them get paid.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that a lot of guys that's been putting in work are getting paid now.
A little bit more now, but not really. Like, it's still pretty dismal compared to, like
what Poirier made off his last fight.
Well, Poirier. I mean,
That's different, though.
He's come on. That's not anything. That's not real. Like,
What you mean it's not real?
it's not real for like anyone except anyone who gets to fight Conor.
Right.
Yeah,
Diaz.
that's like 1/4% of the roster.
Right.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that.
What I'm saying is people that whose names we don't necessarily know yet could be clearing like six figures if they were allowed to have sponsors.
Gotcha.
And that was the case. Like, even before anyone knew who Brendan Schaub was, he was making like easily into the six figures off of his sponsorships, and no one knew his fucking name. This was like way before he was on the podcast. Like none of that shit. And the second they did the Reebok deal, it was just everything went to shit.
Well, now we got 3 weeks before the Reebok deal is over with.
Right, which is good. So we'll see what happens.
I'm happy for that.
Well, no, we got Venom. You got Venom.
Oh, is it another exclusive?
Yes.
You got Venom.
It's exclusive?
It's
So
exclusive,
they're still
but at least I think their gear will look a hell of a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, but the problem is, like, it's still the fact that they still can't wear their own sponsors into the, like, it's just.
Yeah,
I mean, they're making like 1/10 of what they would be able to make.
But I'll give her credit. Like I said, props to her. I was wrong. I actually think bare knuckles a pretty good fit for her. If she can continue to improve, I wouldn't mind seeing her and Beck Rollins run it back again for that title. I still think.
I'd watch it again.
I still think Beck Rollins wins.
Yeah. I mean, she kind of in BKFC. She kind of stands there, and and she got a lot of range and stuff. But I think with Paige's movement, with how she's been looking, I think she can do some damage. I really think she can be a big threat.
Okay, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think she's gonna get better.
Oh, she'll definitely get better.
Now, of course, if some just buzzsaw girl who just came up from nowhere, just looking to eat everybody's heart comes along, she's gonna get killed. But until that happens, I think she can do her thing.
Okay.
Because Britain Hart, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, she won the fight, but if you look at her face and you look at Paige's face, this is a different type. It's different.
Yeah, somebody ate far more shots.
Yeah, those two. Paige had one black eye. You talking about two black eyes, a knot, some teeth pushed back? Yeah. So
I did great, guys.
Modeling contract canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You won the match, but you lost the fight.
Well, gentlemen, that was all I had for you guys for this evening. Ramrod, aka Surrounded Cars, I want to say thank you for coming out with us this evening. I appreciate you taking the gay out of your microphone and just joining this clique. As always, doors are always open to you, man. Anytime you want to get on the show, greatly appreciated. Like I said, that's all I had for you guys for episode 29. Just sitting around shooting the shit. Let's get the fuck out of here. Be sure to listen, like, share, and subscribe for all the latest episodes, news, and updates. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at fistfights.friedricepodcast or at H8L.Muay Thai. On Twitter, follow us at H8L_Fight Talk.
you.